Unconsistently consistent.
Okay, so remember, you do intro because it's less for you to remember.
I do intro because I is introvert. Okay. Okay, what do we say? It's been a while. Okay. 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 Hello and welcome to Inconsistently Consistent. My name is Melanie and I am more unhinged than usual. I have not slept much. Be prepared. Brace thyself.
And I'm Rachel. I am also unhinged, but for different reasons. I'm just mentally ill.
Well, we both are.
We both are, and just mentally ill. Before we get into this, I had a very I had a realization the other day
Mm-hmm.
because I registered for my next courses for my master's. In case our dear listeners didn't know, I don't know why I took such a long dramatic pause for that.
It was
I'm
for
doing my
dramatic
master's.
effect.
What?
Dramatic effect.
Yeah, I'm doing my master's, and once I finish the current course I'm in, I have 5 left,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have to do my placement, and then I'm done.
Oh, that is not that far away.
It is not that far away at all.
Oh my gosh.
Am I panicking? No. Yes, because I don't have a placement spot secured yet, and a lot of places are not answering me, and I'm starting to slightly panic.
Oh.
So I have to keep emailing and harassing people and be like, "Hey, are you taking a master's student in the fall? I need a placement." So I'm like, I've had 3 places respond to me. One said they won't know till January, which is in less than you know,
Yeah.
it's around the corner
It's
basically.
December right
Yeah,
now
yeah.
when we're recording this.
It's around the corner. Another place said she's not sure, but if I don't have a place I can reach out in the spring and let her know. Another place just said no, they're not taking any, and other places just have not answered me.
Mm.
So I'm like, this is fine. This is fine.
Yeah. I love the just no answering, right?
Oh
It's
yeah.
just like, oh yeah, like emails and letters and just answering correspondence. That's
Mhm.
just optional. Wish my job was like that. And just
Cuz
be like, all these emails I got today, I'm just gonna hit delete.
I like
Nah.
sent original email just like explaining who I was. Then
Mm-hmm.
I sent a follow-up email like
Mm.
nothing from the follow-up email, so I was like, okay, I am going to take this off my list then, I guess. Which is really sad because one of the places I emailed I really wanted to do it at, and they just ghosted me.
Yeah.
So now I'm considering maybe possibly looking at places in Newfoundland to do it.
Because you want to get back closer to me?
Sure, that's why.
Yes, yes,
That's
you do.
exactly why.
You do.
Also,
The answer is yes.
looking at maybe doing it in Louisiana, so we're not sure. Because I can do it
You
in the
know,
US.
they are very similar, I hear.
Of
Except for
course.
the fact I'm not in the other one.
You're not, but my boyfriend is.
Maybe he moved to Newfoundland and didn't tell you. Just saying.
No, because
He might
he's
have been
not
like,
done.
surprise, we're going to live near Melanie.
He's not done school yet, and also on another related side note to him, it's going to be 6 fucking months next week that me and him have been together.
No.
Yes,
That doesn't feel like it's been that long.
it's been that long.
I feel like you just told me, it was like, oh, it's been 3 months.
No,
Like yesterday, I swear to
it will
God.
be 6 months next week.
No,
Yes.
not true.
Yes.
That didn't happen.
It is true.
It hasn't been 6 months. This is crazy.
It's been 6 months.
I feel like I'm thinking of this like it's been 60 years. And it's like, no, 6 months haven't passed. I'm not that old. No.
I know. I was thinking about it the other day because I'm going to introduce him to the family unit over video chat this month.
Oh, for the holidays?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Are you going to do
And
like a holiday dinner? Like as if he was there, you know?
Yeah, probably. But I was like, I just mentioned him like, oh yeah, we should like introduce. You should come on because it's been like it's been 6 months, and he's like, it's been 6 months. I'm like, yeah, it's been 6 months, and he's like, holy shit. I'm like, I know, we have made it to 6 months, despite all of our ups and downs, more downs than ups. We have made it.
Yeah, I mean, most relationships, you know, if there's no downs or not a lot of downs, somebody's hiding something
Mm-hmm.
because it's not healthy then.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
It's like someone's got a body in their basement,
I mean, listen, I might still have a body somewhere.
or they might own
Although,
a sweatshop in Thailand or something.
yeah. But I was like, oh my God, it's been 6 months. So, like, yes, you need to come on a video call and meet everybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, not everybody. I won't be there.
No, you won't be there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
But
Melanie, this episode
how
is
will
not
he gain
about.
Melanie points if I'm not there? I'm just saying.
I know, I know.
You'll have
I
to
know.
track them for me.
Yes, I know. He has lost
I
some
will
Melanie
knight you so that you can do so.
Okay. But Melanie, this episode is not about Melanie points.
Well, it kind of is. Not
It's
everything is really about Melanie points. This
mm-hmm.
whole currency situation, not a big thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Capitalism, not a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Melanie points is really where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the whole crypto thing or Bitcoin. I don't understand it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's everywhere and
Yeah.
it's nowhere, much like Melanie points. Invest today.
Yes. So, today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are doing another installment of Introvert versus Extrovert, but the holiday edition, which is mostly every introvert's worst nightmare. There's people, there's too much sensory overload, there's music happening too loud and the same annoying shit all the time, and then the lights are everywhere, and then everyone's like, why aren't you here? And then if you're there, they're like, we want to talk to you. And then if you don't talk to them, they think you're weird.
Mm-hmm.
And like, they don't just like be quiet about the fact they think you're weird and like leave you alone. They like continue to try to talk to you because they can't take a hint.
Mm-hmm.
But that's me, resident introvert of the podcast.
So, Melanie.
And the extrovert was very quiet just then, weirdly enough. Just nothing, just gap.
Just nothing. I mean,
dead silence.
I am not a fan of going certain places during the holidays because it's too busy.
Ooh, like where? Tell me.
The mall, for example. I had to go to the mall to pick up a Christmas gift for my sister. First time I've been to the mall in probably close to a year.
Mm-hmm.
And did not like it at all. I placed my order online because I'm smart. So I literally just had to go into the store, grab it, and then leave. And that's all I did. I didn't bother going into like Bath and Body Works, even though I was really tempted because a bitch loves her soap. Let's be honest. But I was like, nope, I'm not going in there. I just need to get this and get out because it was just like, it was busy. And the parking lot, the parking garage, oh my God, people don't know how to fucking park or drive.
And then when you try to move the parking indoors into the garage, it gets way worse.
Oh, it gets so much worse because people are just like not paying attention. And at one point there was like cars trying to turn in, but then there was a car that was backing up for some reason because I think he meant to turn a certain way, but then he missed. It was a whole mess. So I don't
Yeah.
like that. And especially next week, like I know if you're somebody who does last minute Christmas shopping, which I know there's a lot of people out there. Adam is one of those people, my sister's boyfriend. You will not catch me dead in a mall next week or any store besides the grocery
Same.
store once I get paid.
The only way you'd catch me in one of those stores is dead, actually. You know,
Because like that
because I wouldn't have brought myself there. It would be a
shit
crime.
is crazy. Like even when I went to the bookstore to pick up gifts for my parents, busy.
Mm.
The line was so long at Chapters.
I don't know why the holidays bring out like everybody wants a book.
Mm-hmm.
Like compared to regular like bookstore type of crowds, the
Mm-hmm.
holidays show up, and for some reason, it's like they're crazier crowds in bookstores than in the other stores,
Mm-hmm.
like in clothing stores.
Mm-hmm.
Like what about Christmas says everybody needs to start reading right now? I don't know.
It's people probably being like, I'm gonna read more in the new year.
Oh yeah, like probably what's that called? New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, I haven't met my goal. I have 72 books left to get to my goal of 73 books this year.
I've only read half a book. I have 72.5.
I think I can do it if I just buy all the books in chapters.
Mm-hmm.
Or just 73 copies of The Toy Maker by Melanie Flynn. MelanieFlynnBooks.com. Get your copy today.
It makes a great Christmas gift. I actually recommended it to one of my friends for the girl he's dating because I was like, what kind of books does she like? And he's like, she likes thrillers. And I was like, I got you. Here are all the books that I recommend. Yours was in there. And I even said, yes, this is written by my best friend. I'm not biased, but it is a really good book.
I mean, I think it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Not gonna lie.
I haven't actually had any bad reviews.
I mean, the only thing I didn't like is the cliffhanger ending, but you know.
It is a series.
Yes.
So if you don't have a cliffhanger ending, how would you go to book 2? You wouldn't.
Magic.
Yeah, so that's not possible in that world.
But speaking of magic, there's this phenomenon with me that for some reason I look approachable.
Yes,
I don't know
you
how.
do.
I don't know how. But apparently people look at me in, you know, stores and they go, I am going to talk to this person for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So let me paint you a scenario to see how you would react.
Oh no.
You're in a grocery store.
Already having a bad time.
You're doing some shopping because you're having like a holiday party of one.
Mm-hmm.
So you're picking up some snacks for yourself.
Do you think introverts have holiday parties for one? Like that's the only thing they do?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Before we got on this, we realized that I don't understand Rachel's people and she doesn't understand my people.
Well, for holiday season, I think they have a holiday party of one where they just sit in the room, watch Christmas movies, holiday movies, and eat snacks.
Mm-hmm. Now, we should also say that I am also an emo introvert. So I feel like, you know, I was that emo kid that never grew up.
Yeah.
I feel like I also have a lot of, like, I don't get into the holidays as much as most people.
Yeah.
I'll be listening to some metal covers of Christmas songs.
Yeah.
There's a lot of screamo. People look at me weird.
Yeah, Trans-Siberian Orchestra yeah.
Mm.
Anyways, so you're in the grocery store, you're picking up some snacks for your holiday party of one.
Mm-hmm.
You go up to the deli counter because this is just a little tip for people who like to buy like deli meat, ham, turkey, salami, whatever it is. It's a lot cheaper if you go to the deli counter and get them to cut it for you.
And just like buy it in a pack?
And just say, you walk up and you say, I want 100 grams of ham. They'll give you 100 grams of ham, and that's all you buy. And you also don't worry about it going bad, because that's what I've been doing for like the last few months is I buy it from the deli counter because it's cheaper.
I have not ever known this. Also, I have questions.
Yes.
Questions and comments section now.
Okay.
First of all, you ask for 100 grams of ham? How
Yes.
does one know that 100 grams is what they need unless you have like a very specific recipe?
Well, I just get a small amount because it's just me, myself, and I where I live right now. So, like, 100 grams lasts me a long time.
I have no idea. Like 100 grams could be like 5 dump truckfuls or like one little tiny piece in the palm of my hand. I wouldn't know the difference. I have no idea.
I know, but like I'm just giving that as an example. Like you
Mm-hmm.
could ask like, "Can I have 12 slices of ham?" and they would give you 12 slices of ham.
I feel like if I did this, I would go up and say a really weird number to be like, I would like 97.2 grams of ham, please.
They would give you 97.2 grams of ham.
Mm-hmm. But
But
I'd just
anyways.
like to, I'd like to do it just something very odd, you know? If I
Mhm.
have to speak to somebody, I'm gonna make it weird.
Mhm. But yes, it's cheaper to buy it from there instead of buying like the packs because the packs of deli meat is ridiculously priced nowadays.
Mm-hmm. And also, I feel like the world is just rewarding extroverts to be like, you know what? You get a discount if you go talk to somebody because that little deli person, worker, I don't know
Mhm.
what the word should be.
Mhm.
I don't know what they're called, their job. I'm
Deli
thinking
deli
butcher, but
worker.
that's not right. They're not killing it.
No, deli worker. That's probably fine.
Delicatessen worker.
Yeah, there you go.
They're full title.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they're just sad and they want a little chat.
Maybe they're also an introvert
Then
and
they
that's why
wouldn't
they work
want to
there.
work there.
Well, it's not super busy. Not many people go up. I mean, at least when I've been there. But anyways, you
Mm-hmm.
go up because you want some deli meat. You want like some ham, some salami, whatever. You're doing a little charcuterie board because you're a fancy introvert.
Mm.
So you get up and you talk to the person and you just say, "Can I have X amount of, you're getting ham or something." And you're waiting for her to like slice up your meat. And all of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden, in your peripheral, you see a cart approach you.
Mm.
And you kind of slightly turn your head because you're thinking, is this person about to run into me with their cart? Which, like, you kind of want to move if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
No, they stop. It's another person. They stop and they're looking at the deli meats and they turn to you because you're standing there.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, which type of ham do you think is better to get?
Well, first of all, internally, I'm like, I really wish she would have. Is it a she or he?
It's a she. This was a
Okay.
she.
I would really wish this woman had hit me with the cart rather than spoken to me. What I would probably say is, uh, first of all, I don't know. But second of all, I'm on the wrong side of the counter for you to be asking this question
Mm-hmm.
if I'm, in a bad mood.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in a bad mood today. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm on the wrong side of the counter for you to ask this question.
Mm-hmm. But she's specifically looking for your opinion as the person at the deli counter because to her, you look like somebody who knows the difference between a honey ham, Black Forest ham, maple smoked ham.
Okay. Couple of points for this woman. Number one, let me explain to you which side of the counter knows things about meat. The other one, I'm on the customer side, which is I'm buying something. So you know what? I'm not any better off than you. Also, number two, I don't like ham. I can't eat it. It grosses me out. So I don't know what any of these different types of ham are. All I know is it's like pig meat. So why don't you just get the pig meat kind? Also, I'd like to leave now. I don't need food this bad. I can starve.
So let's say you don't like ham. Tell her you like she asked you and you're like, oh, I don't like ham. Oh well, what kind of deli meat do you recommend?
No, I've said all of what I've just said.
Okay, she still asked you what.
I said all of that.
Yeah, but
Theirs wasn't internalized thoughts.
she's still asking you what type of deli meat do you prefer? Which one do you like to get?
Like the kind that comes in a package that doesn't involve talking to any humans, and probably like turkey or chicken. You know, the other white meats. So if you're gonna go for pig meat, maybe you should go for long pig. I hear it's great. Do you know what long pig is?
No.
It's people.
Oh my god. I thought my brain was like pork loin because that's a long strip.
No, I don't know where that phrase comes from. I don't know if I read it or I saw it in a movie or something, but that's always stuck with me, that they call people long pig because they say people taste like chicken and they say that they're white meat.
Mm-hmm.
So long pig. I don't know why they don't go long chicken if they're supposed to have tasted like chicken. But yeah, that crossed my head, and you know what? Intrusive thoughts are winning today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I would say long pig, and obviously she didn't know what it meant. And she might ask the deli person about it. I hope she does.
She might ask the deli person about it. And then the deli person comes up and gives you your 97.2 grams of whatever you got, puts it in a little bag,
like turkey.
Puts the sticker on it and says, here you go, have a nice day, and now you can leave.
And I will say, I will have whatever type of day I would like. You have whatever type of day you would like.
I'm surprised you're talking this much to them after that interaction.
It's a bad day. It's not that I don't talk. It's just, I don't seek any of this out. And again, I really wonder why I just don't have the kind of luck that would just get me hit by the cart instead of, hit with conversations.
Mm-hmm.
I got hit with questions.
Yeah, I never understand why people approach me because, in my opinion, I don't look very approachable.
Yeah, I get approached a lot too. And I also feel like I don't look very approachable. I feel like I have a resting bitch face.
Oh, I have a huge resting bitch face. Also, my hair is not a natural color. I have big glasses. I got piercings in my ear. My nose is pierced.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't give off girl next door vibes. I give off somebody who's going to drive to your house at 150 kilometers per hour on the highway.
Probably with a bat.
Because you're not answering my text message.
You give off, but where is she hiding the weapon vibes?
I give off, yes, I'm the person that my ex has probably said to his current girlfriend, yeah, she's crazy.
You give off, yes, that was the drawing of me on the news tonight.
Yes.
I am the unknown subject.
I am the unknown. So I don't know why people approach me. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think I'm very approachable, personally.
No. I mean, once you get talking, yes. And you know what? A lot of people aren't put off by, like, non-natural hair colors anymore, or, like, piercings and tattoos, unless they're, like, really, really big. Like, like ones with, like, gauges. The stretching ones, right? Or like face tattoos and stuff. I think everything else is like mostly accepted now as like you're going to see people dressed like that and styled like that a lot, and people aren't put off by it now. And if they are, they usually won't shut up about it to the person.
So what I'm hearing is I need to get a face tattoo.
I mean, I'm kind of pitching it for myself right now. You seem to like people. You're the extrovert.
What makes you think I like talking to these random people? Just because I do it doesn't mean I like it.
Okay. You who told me that you went to the gym and saw somebody and was like, oh my God, you have a area code number from Newfoundland too, and then just struck up a conversation in like the middle of the fucking night.
Okay, listen. The original conversation started because I noticed she was having an issue trying to get her membership swipe, which is I had the same issue, so I didn't want her to stand there looking like an idiot like I did and then have to go buzz the gym person.
Yeah, and you were like, I'm going to start this interaction.
That's different. I started the interaction.
Then
She did
you
not start
became
it.
friends.
Yes, she did not start the interaction. I started it.
Yes, you did. That is the extrovert part.
But I don't want people to randomly approach me and be like, what kind of ham do you like? I literally just went, I like Black Forest.
Honestly, I feel like if I was in a place like where I live, it's too small a town, and if people recognize me, I can't pull this shit off. Right? But when I was like living in New Brunswick for law school and stuff, or even living in St. John's, Newfoundland for like going to undergrad, they're bigger centers. So like most of the people I see I'm not going to see again. They're strangers that I will not become familiarized with. And I don't give a fuck if they don't like what I say. So getting hit with a question like that of like, what kind of ham do you like? I probably would just like the invisible kind and walked away and just like let somebody just try to figure out what the fuck I just said and meant.
The invisible kind. They're just like, huh?
And then like not just walked to the other side of the grocery store, like walked out and been like, I guess I'm not grocery shopping today. I get approached a lot by people that want to ask me things that don't know me either. They like will just like strike up conversations. Like the worst thing ever is being in a lineup somewhere because you're stuck. Like you're committed to whatever you're lined up for. And then people are like, oh, I guess I gotta do something here. Can't just stand here in silence. We gotta just chat, right? And like I'll try to pull out my phone and be like, I'll stare at the fucking blank screen if I need to. Not even look at shit, but just to like, leave me the fuck alone. I wear headphones. But apparently I have a face that says, if you have questions, I have answers. And, you know, I'm also apparently looking very friendly. Though I wear like all black and heavy eye makeup. I'm going full raccoon these days. Not approachable looking, in my opinion. It's on purpose. Go away. But like, still keep talking.
Yeah. Even with headphones, people approach me and then I have to kind of like, I kind of just look at them and I'm like, I have headphones on. All right.
And I also have this thing, not just the approachable thing. When I start talking, people assume I'm like, I know whatever the hell I'm talking about. So, I mean, it works in my job because I have to be knowledgeable and people need to think I'm knowledgeable, right? But I can just start talking about something and like my family members say it, random people I meet say it, and they're like, wow, you really know a lot about that. And I'm like, I didn't know anything I just said.
I blacked
I made
out.
up half of it based on assumptions. Like these were like guesses at best. Like I didn't know, I'm not going to say exactly what this is about, but I described something to somebody that I was involved in an organization. This sounds really like Illuminati shit, the way I'm trying to phrase it. But I volunteered with an organization, and I really did not understand what they did. And no matter how many times I was asked, I never bothered to look it up to really have a good like answer for this. So I just described it as the Chamber of Secrets. Like I would describe it like nobody really knows what it's done. It's kind of mysterious. It's very niche. It's very hard to get into. You definitely need to know people to be able to do that. And really, like, some of it is just like it's speaking like a different language sometimes because people just don't know what's going on, right? And it's exclusive. So I was just like describing the Chamber of Secrets for this organization of what they did. Just every descriptor I could think of for Chamber of Secrets from Harry Potter. And then apparently it was all accurate to that somehow. And everyone was like, wow, I never really thought about it like that way. It really does make sense. And I'm like, I've gone too far now. I can't pull back on this. I can't go. Actually, I'm describing Chamber of Secrets. Have you ever seen the second Harry Potter movie? I'll see myself out. But yeah, apparently I just sound like I know everything. Which it's great, but like it also invites people to think that they should keep asking me questions and ask for my expertise on things. Like, I am not an expert on technology, or especially different softwares that I've never used. But apparently I look and sound like somebody who should know, who should be able to tell you exactly what to do, even remotely when I can't see what you're doing. And walk you through every step.
Yeah, that's call center life. When people call in, I can't get onto the website to submit my insurance claim. What browser are you using? What's a browser? The thing you use to get on the internet. What's the internet? How old are you? Get off this phone.
How old are you? 12.
12.
Like, why do you sound like you're 85?
Because I smoke for a 12-year-old.
I've smoked for 11 of the 12 years I've been alive.
Exactly. As soon as I exited the womb, they put a cigarette in my hand.
But I waited a year because I was too young.
I was the baby. I have another
waited
scenario.
Till I had coordination of my fingers.
Exactly.
My little fingies.
My fingies. I have another scenario for you.
Oh, I thought we were going to go back and forth.
I mean, we can if you want, but like, do you have one for me?
Please, I'm just saying, like, okay.
Do you have one for me?
I will come up with one on the spot.
Okay.
Because I prepped for sure.
No, you didn't. Don't lie to the people.
Well, I said I'd come up with one on the spot because I've prepped. So it didn't make sense anyway.
You prepped by screaming into the void.
I mean, that sounds fun.
Yes.
Actually.
That's I recommend that as a therapy treatment, screaming into the void.
Okay. So, almost therapist. I will take that as almost advice. Okay. I've got a scenario for you.
Okay.
And I know you work remotely, so this is not a thing that will happen. But just like suspend your disbelief for a second and jump into this world. Just like me attending a grocery store and having a conversation that didn't last with just like me saying one word and walking away.
Okay.
You have to go to a holiday work office type of party.
Okay.
So there is a party coming up. You have had to get a gift for a Secret Santa exchange. There's like a holiday party with all these activities as if you're toddlers. Right? Like, so there's like the gingerbread making section, and then there's other holiday things that you would do at such an event that I totally know about.
Exactly.
Yeah. So there's many activity stations. All of your coworkers say that you worked in an office, like when you had to work in an office, like in person, are going to be there. and you have to dress holiday themed,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to stay
Mm-hmm.
for like at least an hour because your boss would be like pissed
Mm-hmm.
if you don't at least make an appearance for at least an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what do you do to start?
Well,
Oh, there will be alcohol served at this event, just so you know. But it is a cash bar
yeah,
because
that's
the
fine.
company is cheap.
I carry cash on me on like 90% of the people I know, so it's all good.
Mm.
I mean, obviously I'd go. Well, I'd find out if, any of the coworkers I actually like are going,
Mm-hmm.
which will make it less bad. I'm not a fan of going to like company organized events,
Mm-hmm.
Like they're fine, but it's kind of one of those things where, especially with like being in an office, where it's
Mm-hmm.
like I see you well, when I worked in the office, it was 3 days a week. I see these people 3 days a week. I don't really want to see them outside on
Mm-hmm.
a weeknight or a weekend,
Yeah.
There's only a few that I'm okay with seeing. The
And
rest of
like
them, I don't
company
want to see.
organized things are like, we don't need another pizza party, Susan. We need a fucking raise.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyways, I mean, I would go and I would stay for like the hour, maybe 2 hours, depending, because I'm not gonna, where it's a company event, even though there is alcohol, I'm not going to drink a lot, just because I feel like a lot of people judge you.
And it is on site.
Yeah, that's the thing. So like I feel like a lot of people judge you for getting like sloshed at company events. So like when I worked at a company and we had a gala, one of my coworkers did
A
end up
gala.
getting yeah, they called it a gala.
Yeah, so a fancy work pizza
Yeah,
party.
a fancy work pizza party. But one of my coworkers did end up getting really drunk, and I definitely feel like people were judging her. So like I'm not gonna drink to get drunk. I'm gonna have like one or two and be normal. And maybe there's a few of us that are gonna go out and get hammered after. Who knows? But anyways, I mean, I'd go.
And I mean, your boss will be there, right?
Yeah. And also, I don't want my boss to see me drunk. Like that's embarrassing.
You might tell her what you think of her.
I don't need to be drunk to
What
do
you
that.
really think,
I don't need to be drunk to tell my boss what to think of it. Just saying.
But let's say it's a boss you hate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, it's
too
one of those
much
things.
and you're gonna be telling Susan where the fuck to go.
Exactly. So like you don't want to get too drunk. So like obviously, I would mingle. The other thing is like you kind of feel obligated to talk to people that you don't really like. Like there's obviously coworkers you don't get along with, so you're kind of just making small talk. Like you have to be like, "Oh, you have any plans for the holidays?" Yeah, blah blah blah. This seems like a fun event, blah blah blah.
Do you participate in the activities?
Some of them, not all of them.
Okay, which activities would you participate in?
Well, let's see. Out of all the
many
activities
I listed.
that you list, I probably would do the gingerbread house because I do like decorating. That's fun. And then out of all the other activities you listen, I probably do like the insert activity here and maybe the insert other activity here. But that would probably be it.
There's probably like holiday karaoke.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. No.
There's got to be like a holiday karaoke. Maybe there's like a holiday beer pong.
No, they wouldn't do beer pong at a company event, let's be honest.
It would probably be like water pong.
Yeah. There's probably like door prizes as well. You enter your name on a ticket when you walk in and there's door prizes.
What'd you get for the Secret Santa gift? Like what did you give and what did you receive?
So I probably did like generic gift.
Generic gift number 3, yes.
Generic gift number 3. Because it's probably just like people do like a white elephant where you don't really have like a name. You just kind of buy something and people pick it.
Yep.
So I'd probably buy something like neutral, maybe like some coffee or chocolate, you know.
And the white elephant one is exactly what was happening. Thank you for telling everybody what I planned in this holiday party.
You're welcome, along with all the other events that you planned in this holiday.
Yes.
But yeah, it'd probably be something like maybe coffee from like a local place or something from a local place around here. Just like, gotta support local. And I would say I probably got something that had like, I say a lot of people probably do gift cards, so I probably end up with like a gift card to the liquor store or something, or maybe to like Boston Pizza.
A gift card to the liquor store to be put in an office party. Like
People do it.
Secret Santa thing.
People do it.
I don't know, I've never worked in type of thing like that would have this.
I've seen it happen.
I think it's hilarious though. It's like, you're gonna need this because we both work here.
Because we both work here and we're heading into the busiest time of year with a lot of overtime coming. So here you go. Drown your sorrows.
Here's your new coping mechanism. I'm happy to contribute.
We should not laugh at that. Alcohol dependence is a serious problem.
It is.
But yeah, and then I'd leave.
Did you dress up though? Because your boss did want that.
Yeah, I dressed up. I did my hair. I did my makeup.
But like holiday themed.
Yeah, I did like red and green eyeshadow and some glitter because I'm bougie.
So your boss was pleased if they remember it the next day.
Yeah, they might not remember it because maybe the boss got hammed and
because you know what, like Susan does get sloshed.
Susan got sloshed and she went home with Gary from HR. Like it's a whole thing.
Yeah, and then Gary from HR had to fire himself.
They had to have a disciplinary meeting with Gary from HR and Gary from HR.
And Gary just kept running back and forth from the different sides of the desk.
Exactly.
Yeah. To really stay, because he takes his job very seriously.
It was quite the sight to see because people were walking by his office and they would see him run from different sides.
And his office, as we all know, because we've all seen it. We can see it right now. This is not just an audio podcast anymore.
Yeah. We're in Gary's office right now.
Yeah. It is wall to wall, like windows. So like they have clear glass walls. Yeah. Mr. Gary does. And he had to do a meeting with him and Susan. And then like together to talk about Susan's behavior, and then to talk just one-on-one with himself to talk about his behavior. And then he did a mediation session between himself and Susan and himself. Yeah. And
he was running back and forth.
It was very productive.
And the long story short from that is everybody got fired.
Yes, everybody did get fired.
Yeah.
Besides Susan and Gary. It was a real twist ending.
Yeah.
They decided to fire the rest of the company.
They fired everybody else, but they got to stay.
Yeah. And now they're getting married.
Yeah. They left their respective spouses.
Yeah. And this
Gary was gay before that night.
It turned into a Hallmark movie.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then they moved back to a small town. And they moved the entire company, just the two of them, though. Yeah. The two of them company. Yeah. Back to the small town, and now they own a Christmas tree farm.
They named it Just the Two of Us.
Yeah, Just the Two of Us.
Yeah.
Because before it was just the 492 of us.
Exactly.
That was the company name. Funny enough, there's only 300 employees.
Yeah.
It was a misnomer.
It was different, but they couldn't change it because it cost too much to change the letterheads and all the documentations and stuff.
Yeah, but when they did downsize by firing everybody, but just the two of them, they were able to change it because they made big money on the tree farm.
They really did.
And they adopted a dog, a golden retriever named Buddy.
Yeah.
Who's not good at soccer.
No.
But surprisingly good at ping pong.
Surprisingly good.
And you're not gonna even realize. I'm not going there. Never mind. I withdraw.
Okay. You yield your time.
Yeah. It was gonna get bad. I couldn't. No.
Okay.
The unhinged. It was coming upon me too fast.
I'm glad you restrained yourself. I'm very proud of you.
I had to physically restrain myself, yes. I'm now in Gary's office with handcuffs.
You are. Yeah. Honestly,
I'm
like
getting fired next.
it'd probably be one of those things where like my friends are doing something, and I'd be like, yeah, I have this stupid work thing, but I'll pop by the work thing, and then I'd go over to my friends after and have a great time.
Mm-hmm. And then like maybe take a picture with Susan is
I
probably the
would take
best
a
bet,
pic.
so
No,
that when
because Susan
she
wants a
won't
team
remember.
picture, so like we take a team picture, and we
Yeah.
have to pretend we all really like each other, even though we all hate each other's guts.
Mm-hmm. But like I was thinking, you definitely need to take a picture with Susan because when she doesn't remember the party
Yes.
the next day, for
Hmm.
sure,
Hmm.
she's gonna be like, definitely Rachel didn't show up,
Hmm.
and Rachel's getting fired.
Yeah.
But like, surprise, you got fired anyway in this scenario.
I got fired anyways because they needed to
Mm-hmm.
start just the two of us in their Christmas tree farm.
Yes. Yeah. So productive scenario.
Yes, very productive.
Yeah, that is my worst nightmare. Forced to go to a party with people I probably don't like,
Hmm.
but I've never been in this type of like big office type of job
Hmm.
anyway. And to like have that scenario.
Hmm.
But I've seen a movie, so
Yeah. Well,
that kind of thing. And then forced to do activities?
yeah.
Oh,
You,
no.
I love how you're like, oh, you worked remote, so you're not doing that. We're doing a Christmas dinner with the three of us. We have a budget for it from the company, so the three of us that
Mhm.
are in Halifax are going out for
Yeah.
a team supper, which will be nice, I think, honestly.
Yeah. Well, see, that's not that bad
Yeah,
because it's like you're just going to go out to dinner with
exactly.
and have, yes, though there will be people there and they will speak, but like
Hmm.
you're just going to like not be stuck at like a party with like organized activities
Hmm.
and like a bunch of people that if you're in a big company, you probably don't know half of those people,
Oh
but
yeah.
you've heard shit about all
Hmm.
of them.
Hmm.
You're like, Joey and Jerry have been sleeping together in the mailroom. I heard
Hmm.
they fucked on the envelopes again.
Yeah.
That part I would like. I would like the gossip.
Oh yeah, like I'll tell you this once we're done recording, but like when I did go to the gala, I'd seen something and I was like, "Oh, scandalous."
So I do really like when you watch a movie and there's like that kind of like party, whether it's holiday one or whatever, just like that kind of office party, and
Mhm.
like something dramatic happens that people
Mhm.
witness, and they're like, "Oh my god, did you see Joey and Jerry are hooking up in there?
Well,
That's
here's the thing. I
crazy.
was like the
Jerry
only one
has
that
3 wives
actually saw
already."
it. I was the only one who saw it, so it wasn't that big of like a ooh.
No, but you can just like go tell
Oh, of
everybody.
course I told people what I saw. Like, come on
Yeah.
now.
So really, it's like they all saw it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. It's really like a team building exercise.
It was a team building exercise because then we got to talk about the gossip.
Yeah, gossiping in a workplace is just team building
It really is.
for the people that it's not about.
Exactly.
That's how it works.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what it's like, honestly.
Our whole Gary and Susan scenario, though, like the HR and firing people and like that like weird mediation session we talked
Mhm.
about, that is like my life though because I'm self-employed and I have one employee, but
Mhm.
I also tell her to tell me what to do
Mhm.
because to get things done
Mhm.
because ADHD chaos.
Mhm.
But like I joke all the time that I fire myself, right? And it
Mhm.
just doesn't seem to stick. So if I were to have a meeting with myself, I am HR,
Yep.
but I am also the boss and I am also the employee. So I would just be running around the desk
Yep.
having a really weird conversation. And I've considered it just for fun.
Lexi would have a field day that day.
Oh, she'd probably film it.
Oh, yes, and I would expect to get a video of it.
Oh yeah, I'd probably post it. Like I'm not going to say anything that's solicitor client privilege, but I'm going to have a great time doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, but just the oh my god, the thought of like that kind of party with like organized activities.
Mhm.
Ugh, like it like my chest tightens up. The
Mhm.
anxiety
Mhm.
Like your grocery store scenario, not enjoyable, but it did not incite panic.
Mhm.
This holiday office party incites my panic.
Mhm. I got another one for you that will incite some panic.
Oh, let's see. The
You
first
ready?
one, was solid. It was like an appetizer.
Mhm. You are required to go to your partner. So we're bringing Fernando back. Fernando's work is having a Christmas party,
Ugh.
and partners are encouraged to come. And Fernando really wants you to come in more ways than one.
I'm just encouraged to come, and just my brain went there right away before you
I
even said anything.
heard the laugh, and I was like, yes. And of course, he somehow wears you down enough that you've agreed to go with him. And you've
Probably
agreed to come.
bribery. Bribery, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Though
he's
the other part definitely played a role in it.
yes. But here's the thing about this. You
Mm.
don't know any of his coworkers' partners.
And I know his coworkers?
You know of his coworkers. You've never met them because anytime there's been an event, you always somehow happen to mysteriously fall ill and can't go, or you have a migraine or something.
So I mysteriously fake an illness,
Yes,
or I have a real issue.
or you have a real issue. One of the two. Because every time they started to think that like you're not real because they've never seen you at an event, you know?
Okay, love that. I love the is your partner even real? Because
Yes.
we haven't seen her. Love
Yes.
that. Quick question. Is
Yes.
Fernando a gossipy bitch?
Of course.
Okay, good. So I know all the dirt on these
You
guys.
know all the dirt.
Hmm.
You know how Fernando feels about his boss. You know how Fernando feels about Susan in HR.
She replaced Gary.
He replaced Gary. You know how he feels about like some of his coworkers that like, you know. But yeah, so you go to this holiday party and like
Somehow. And
somehow.
is it like the same type of scenario I gave you where it's like in the office?
No, it's at like they rented a hall because this is the company Fernando works for, they're rich.
Okay, so
So they can
different Susan
afford
and Gary.
yeah, they can afford to like rent out a place, you know?
Mm.
And it's catered, so they've got like little appetizers, some amuse bouges and stuff you can have.
Okay, food.
Hmm.
Liking this.
There is alcohol, but like they only have wine and beer. They don't have any like coolers or anything.
Yeah, and I don't drink anymore because it just triggers migraines.
Mm,
So you know, I can't escape this place
no.
with the
But
substances.
basically, so you get there and like Fernando's not a good partner, just an FYI, because as soon as you get there, he sees his like work best friend, his work
Hmm.
husband per se,
Mm.
and he just immediately leaves you alone in a room full
Hmm.
of people you don't know.
Okay, so like the first part of that sentence was up my alley.
Mhm.
Leaves me alone sounds wonderful.
Mhm.
But in the party scenario,
Yeah.
not so wonderful. But
Yeah.
also, what made you think Fernando was ever a good partner in all of the scenarios we've ever brought him up in?
He might change, you know. Maybe one day he'll be a good partner. Maybe one day he changes, he matures, you know.
He has been typecast as a piece of shit, but like
Yes.
real desperately needy piece of shit.
Mhm.
So now the desperately needy is gone, at least toward me, because
Mhm.
he's found his work husband.
Yes.
Let's call him Adamanthiel.
Sure.
And obviously, he's jacked and blonde and like an
Mhm.
Adonis.
Mhm.
With a name like that, There was only one thing he could do, which was get a tan and go to the gym
Mm-hmm.
and hope his hairline does not recede.
Yes. But he's also one of those people who doesn't do leg day, so he's an upside down triangle.
Yeah. So he has like a really specific lower body walk and then
Yeah.
just jacked shoulders.
Yeah, exactly. You know exactly the type. But anyways,
Funny
so
enough,
like
my swim coach growing up had that look, right? Like
mhm,
it wasn't even like that much of a difference between like leg to shoulder type of thing, but
mhm,
like he had that walk that people have when they're like no leg day and just
mhm,
jacked upper body and like
mhm.
there's like the wide shouldery stance that looks like they're trying to flex
Yeah.
and then tiny little legs.
Tiny little legs, yeah. That's what he looks like. So he kind of leaves you. He doesn't really he just like you try to like be like, "Oh, you yeah, and he leaves you.
Mm,
You're gonna go over to the table and kind of scope out the little food that's there.
mhm.
And as you're looking at the various plates of food, there's French fries, there's matzo sticks, there's all this other stuff. You accidentally bump into someone,
Mm.
and she turns around and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wait, are you Melanie?"
Oh no. So this is like a standing, just pick an appetizer type of food party, right? Like not catered like sit down dinner.
No, they have plates, there's some tables you can go sit at, but you have to stand in a line by a table with other people who are talking to get your food.
Mm. And so you made this scenario more than just right now?
I've made
Just
it.
wondering because the office party that I said was going to be a problem.
Mhm.
And then, lineups and like it seems like they might be informed by what I've said.
Maybe.
Just putting it out there. Okay. So, yeah, what did this bitch say?
She said, "Oh, are you Melanie?"
No.
No, you're
And
Melanie.
I take my matzo sticks
I've
and I
seen your
run.
picture at Fernando's desk. My name is Julie. I'm whatever the name of the work husband's. I'm his
Okay.
wife.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm like, just kidding. Yeah, just messing with you because everybody thinks I don't exist.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I wish I didn't.
We
Right
tease
now.
him all the time about how you never come to these events. I'm so glad to see you here. You should come sit with me and my friends. Come on. And she starts leading you to a table.
Yeah, I probably would have said like, it's not like I come anyway in this relationship. Just kidding.
And she's like,
Not
"You're
bitter
so
about it
funny."
at all.
She's like, "You're so funny."
He's really inattentive. I get funny when I panic. That's why I'm panicking constantly. For the comedic purposes.
For the comedic purposes.
So we're at the table?
Yeah, she led you over to the table. And now she's introducing you to all of the other people. And they all start asking you questions. What do you do for a living? What do you do for fun? They even
Not
try
much.
and they invite you to come with them when they go to brunch on the weekends.
Okay. So first a question.
Hmm.
I need to visualize this.
Hmm.
Obviously I'm wearing all black and just trying to pull off my goth fantasy of my life, you know?
Hmm. Hmm.
What colors are these people wearing?
They're in holiday colors, so they've got red, green, gold, silver,
Hmm. I
white,
know.
even.
Okay, well, this is not as bad as it could be. There is a color that is the wrong answer, Rachel.
Pink.
Yes. I'm sorry. If you like it, if you want to wear it, do what you want. But like, if you're wearing all pink, like if you show up at a holiday party and you were wearing like a Barbie pink dress, We are probably not going to get along.
Plot twist, Barbie is there and she's dressed in all pink.
I actually, funny enough, went to a mixer.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, right?
Wow, okay.
Pre-law school. It was like a law school thing.
Mm-hmm.
And met a partner of a law firm who was head to toe decked
Mm-hmm.
out in pink.
Mm-hmm.
Like pink chunky earrings, pink eyeshadow, pink lipstick, pink like Barbie pink nails, Barbie
Mm-hmm.
pink tight dress, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pink stilettos. Like everything she had, even the
Mm-hmm.
blazer and the matching purse, all matching pink.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I was going to die.
Melanie had a panic attack and thought she was going to die.
Like I was already like in a scenario of like, I don't think I want to go to law school at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's humans
Mm-hmm.
and talking with
Mm-hmm.
people
Mm-hmm.
who are human. But there's not enough cats.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest complaint about the law field. Not enough cats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So all these people, and it was like a stand around. It was in a boardroom though.
Mm-hmm.
So like stand around with like appetizers to like pick at and
Mm-hmm.
chat and small talk and
Mm-hmm. Also, your best friend didn't get into law school, so she couldn't go to these things with you.
I know, I was mad at you.
I was mad at myself, okay?
I was mad at the world.
I was mad at everything, all right?
Yeah, well, you dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, I'm gathering that.
Yeah. I almost said you shot a bullet there. I have only had 3 hours of sleep. Okay, so I'm at the table. Yeah. And nobody's like, wearing all black like their soul, like
No.
I am.
No.
And they've asked me questions that I've forgotten because I was thinking things probably about how easy it would be to open one of the windows and jump out. and could I survive that fall?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And would I want to?
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. What did they say?
They're asking what you do for work, how long you and Fernando have been together. They want you to come with them when they go to brunch.
Come to us.
Come to me, my pretty.
Honestly, if they said that, I'd be more into it. I'd be like, okay, these are my people.
Yeah, but they want you to like they want to add you to the group chat they have.
Mm-hmm.
So that, which is where they make plans and they talk about everything, and they want to add you to that.
I'm really like, I don't know if you can smell that in the air, but I smell a breakup coming on. It's a matter of like, do I have to wait till the end of this party to do this? Because this was not in the terms and conditions that I signed up for.
It wasn't, except you didn't read the terms and condition because no one reads the terms and conditions.
A lawyer does.
Well, you're not a lawyer in this scenario, are you?
I thought I was. I was going to have to answer that. What am I answering? Then what do I do for a living?
I don't know. What do you do for a living? Are you
not much? How long have we been together? Too long. Do you want to come to brunch? I'll go to my own brunch. I have plans to have brunch by myself at a solo holiday party. As an introvert, that is what we all do.
Holiday party at what?
That's how I enter a restaurant. I go, oh, I need a table. Holiday party of one.
Holiday party of one.
Yeah, but legit, that's probably what I will answer to these things.
Okay.
Probably not the brunch one. I probably wouldn't be that mean right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going, should I break up with him?
Mm-hmm.
Because he does cook well.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't washed a dish in months.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So what? I need my vibrator. And that's not what I call his penis. I call it wet noodle. I don't need sleep. Sleep is for the weak.
You remember remember once upon a time you said about one of our previous episodes, I think this is the most unhinged thing we've ever done?
Do I not say that in every episode?
No, you said that recently. I think this is the most unhinged thing we've ever done.
And it really shouldn't be.
I
think that was the introvert extrovert horror movie.
Yeah.
Apparently, I guess anytime we do introvert versus extrovert, it's going to be unhinged.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we bring back recurring parts like Fernando, Susan, and Gary.
I think they're new.
They're
recent hires.
They're recent hires. We recently hired them.
To my imagination.
Our other people that we had, they died because,
they did.
They died in the horror movie ones. Technically, we also died, but here we are.
We died many a time.
We have died many times.
Mm-hmm. What's happening in this party right now?
So
I've checked out.
Everybody's mingling and stuff. Fernando finally comes over to you. He brings his work husband over.
Am I still with these women?
You are still with the women. You cannot escape.
I mean, I have a surefire way to get out of this scenario that I definitely am not making up off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
I could just play 99% of the music on my phone, any one of those songs, and they would be horrified, and they will leave me at the table by myself to eat my matzo sticks in peace.
So Fernando's boss decides they want to do karaoke.
I'm so happy for Fernando's boss.
And Fernando
by himself
really wants you to sing All I Want for Christmas Is You with him.
Oh. Yeah, that smell is getting stronger. I don't know why. You know what? I'm feeling a little bit of a public breakup coming on. If I'm getting up and doing karaoke, I'm replacing the lyrics. And this will be my breakup note to song. It's okay, I can do it a cappella. Don't play that Mariah Carey bullshit.
I assume you're not getting up to do the karaoke.
Not if he wants to leave without a microphone shoved through his ear holes. I assume he enjoys not having a microphone in his head. So, much like one of those like headbands that look like you have a bone stuck through your head, you know, or the arrow.
Yep.
Much like that, but real.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the whole time he's up there, he keeps
no, thank
pointing.
you. Not doing that. Have you met me?
The whole time he's up there, he's pointing at you and gesturing to you and is like, "This is for you, baby."
How long have I been with this man? And what was I drunk the whole time? And this is the first time I've seen him sober? Like me being sober. Like I'm seeing him with sober eyes, you know?
I think you're probably together like 2-3 years.
How did we get in this relationship? If I've been in a relationship long enough that I've missed multiple work functions.
Yep.
I assume they work in between these functions. It's not like they had 5 functions in a row. It was Monday to Friday, and this is the Saturday, and it's like, I've known this guy a week. Like, no. This is obviously got to be months-long relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Minimum.
Minimum a year, you know.
And, like, I'm just realizing that he makes me want, like, look at these utensils and see what I could do to myself to escape this situation.
Well, because you've never seen the side of him when he's with his coworkers. He's really obnoxious when he's with them.
Okay, but, like, I feel like this whole scenario that he's dealing with up there singing karaoke and pointing and dancing and such at me is like, I feel like this would have come up before. Like, maybe not karaoke, but like this type of personality.
No, you know what? You know why? Because him and his work husband did a little something in the bathroom.
Oh, and then this is how he reacts.
Yeah.
So sobriety keeps him someone I can date?
Yes.
And as soon as he's on a substance, he becomes, I don't know.
He becomes unhinged.
I like unhinged.
I know.
am unhinged.
But
this is not unhinged. Don't put that, don't paint him with the same brush that I paint me with. Don't tarnish my brush.
He becomes a different version of unhinged where he's like loud and obnoxious and like extra affectionate and grabby and touchy-feely with you.
And preppy as fuck.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No, but like, does he even listen to Motionless in White?
No.
It's super goth metal. I'm really into it right now.
No.
It's dramatic as shit.
He only listens to it when you tour in the car together, and he does it because you like it, but he doesn't listen to it himself.
Does he even like rage songs?
No.
Has our whole relationship been a lie? Okay, so like, I've never done the whole public breakup, and it's sounding like really fun to me right now. Have you ever I can't say her last name for the life of me. Eliza Schlesinger,
yes.
Yeah. She has a
bit about the public breakup, yes.
Yeah, like to like storm on the street, and she like sets up cones.
Yep.
And stuff to like stop traffic.
Yep.
And like it's gonna be raining.
Yep.
How she like plans it all out like a movie.
Yep.
I imagine this is what I'm going through in my head right now. Like, this is my moment. Right? He may be up there dancing and singing, and everybody's like watching and be like, woo, Fernando. And like some people are like, he's real weird, but like, this is funny. Let's get it on video for Monday.
Yes.
But like, I am like in my head going, this is my moment. This isn't Fernando's. It's mine. What am I going to do? Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm like thinking I'm like fake pregnant with another man's child. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
You pull Jenna Marvel. My husband left me for another man.
And I just started an accent. Like, all of a sudden I have a southern accent, and they're like, where did this come from?
Yeah.
Or like, do I pitch that I have another family in Phoenix? Yeah, like I have 7.5 children with my husband, Bartholomew. I date really normal named people.
You do. You date
question it.
The normalest name of people.
It's just like when I come up with like an unhinged character, I feel like the name has to be unhinged. Yeah, so I'm like in my head fantasizing about how I'm going to do a fantastically public spectacle of a breakup here. Like, I'm in here like Taylor Swift style, thinking, this is going to be iconic. People will sing this for the rest of their lives. They will sing the tales of this night.
Mm-hmm.
But like, do I go through with it? I don't know.
Mm.
Do I just leave? Because, like, let's say he's probably on coke. Because what else do you do at a bathroom, at a party, at a holiday party? It's snow. It's themed. It's on brand.
You could suck dick, but yeah, maybe he did coke.
You said he did something in the bathroom. And he came out acting weird and dancey. Like,
he might have taken ecstasy. I don't know. Ecstasy makes you weird from what I've seen on TV shows.
But like,
he did something in the bathroom.
Oh, you did say he was so really touchy-feely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. So he's on something. Like, I could just slip out real quick. You wouldn't even notice.
Here's the thing. Then, like, if you did slip out, he 110% would not notice that you were gone.
So, like, maybe my whole public breakup thing should really be something completely different. Like, maybe what I do is I slip out and then pull, like, a Gone Girl moment. Right? And, like, maybe I frame him, maybe I don't. But, like, I'll just, like, disappear and delete everything of us together as if I was never in his life. So I'll just gaslight him into thinking I never existed.
Okay, that's a little extreme just for him getting high off something and making a fool of himself, but all right.
Oh, I have no problem with that. I just realized I have made the worst mistake of my life for the past 17 months, thinking, that he was a human that did not make me want to stab my eyes out with forks. But that wouldn't help my ears right now because this is a terrible song. Yeah. So, and I'm also a writer. Okay, I'm a writer.
I know
I write things. And would I act any of this out in real life? No, but for the podcast, I will. But I'll think about it.
For the lore.
For the lore. Do it for the lore.
Do it for the podcast lore.
Okay. So, real Melanie would probably just leave. I'd probably send him a text. Once I was gone. To be like, felt sick, went home, don't bother coming home. You kicked all your shit out on the lawn. No, not that far. Though I would love to do that sometime. Yeah. So if anyone's looking to be broken up with in a really spectacular way, can you buy that on Fiverr?
Maybe. You could probably advertise it on Fiverr.
It's like, I just want to act out this one scenario. I would like to burn a bunch of shit that should be yours on the lawn. Yeah, so I probably just slip out without him noticing after I've had my fill of whatever good foods they actually had, and not stupid shit. Because you know what? Sober Melanie can't handle this at all. Drunk Melanie could handle this for a little while. I don't know how I've stayed this long. There must be like, am I wearing an ankle monitor or something? Am I under arrest?
No.
Is there someone with a gun to my head? How am I here?
No.
How did I get here? What happened? Was I drugged?
No.
Have I taken drugs willingly?
No. I don't know. Did you take any drugs?
No. If I stay any longer, I will consider doing it. Whatever he did in the bathroom, I need some of this to put up with him. Yeah, and to be honest, I'm a little bit of a klepto. But like, I have control of it. Unless it's office supplies and it's a place I'm working. And then they're asking me to take it. So, especially sticky notes. So, I will probably take something that's not on the like table of, here, take these. It's food. Yeah, I'll probably slip out with something. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go home. And then I'm going to find a way to have him not in my home. Because I have made a terrible mistake, and I'll probably call you
Okay.
and be like, though I'll text you first and say, can I call you? Because I'm not a monster
Mm-hmm.
to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then like ask you, did you see this with him before? Like, have you seen him act like this? I'm asking you. We're on the phone, Rachel. Come on.
My response would be no. I've never seen him act this way before.
Did you ever see him act though, like in a way that would make me want to stab phallic-like objects through his ear holes?
I mean, maybe when he says something stupid, but other than that, no.
One stupid comment is all it takes.
Yeah.
Because like it's so cringy.
Mm-hmm.
So cringy. Like I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to get aroused again, Rachel.
I know.
In general.
Yeah.
Even if like I'm on the other side of the planet away from him.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've lost that ability now.
Yeah.
Just from this one night.
Yeah.
I have now broken my vagina. From hearing him sing All I Want for Christmas Is You. With a dance.
Yep.
You know? Yeah, that's all it takes.
Yeah, apparently that's all it takes.
Mariah Carey can break your vagina. I've seen that on a review for sure. You look at those, like that album.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the top rated reviews.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one too.
0 to 5 stars. It broke my vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I'm gonna like talk it with you and be like, okay, how far is too far? Like, should I not use the gasoline?
Yeah, here's the thing. I would tell you not to burn the clothes and just explain that you can't
the other
do
stuff
this.
can be burned. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Well,
cool,
no,
cool,
you
cool, cool,
don't burn anything.
I'm not into that part.
Yeah, I know you're not, but I'm telling you, don't burn anything.
Can I leave his stuff on the lawn unburned?
Yes. You can leave his stuff on the lawn unburned. I think it's supposed to snow tonight, so it will be nice and damp. So
really I should just set the fire right at the beginning of the snowfall, and then that'll put it out.
No fires.
That's how science works, right?
Yes, that is exactly how science works.
Snow looks like fire extinguisher snowy thing.
Yes.
That comes out of it.
Yeah. It looks like the white stuff that's in the fire extinguisher. I don't know what it's called. Foam? Some type of fire suppression foam?
Oh, yeah. See, that just sounded really smart what you just said. Like that, I didn't mean it to be like shocking, but you said that. That's smart. I was not trying to be a bitch. But I was just so surprised that you said something that was like sounded like that could be exactly what it's really called.
She's like, I'm so surprised you said something that sounds smart, because normally whatever comes out of your mouth is horseshit.
No, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean it like I would mean like the snowy white stuff, It's just like blah that comes out of it, The fire extinguisher insides. It threw up. It's sick. It threw up. But like you were like fire suppression foam, and I was like, that sounds like real. Like, that's what it's called. It's like the scientific name. It's like the difference between like, oh, it's a doodad or a dinglehopper, like Little Mermaid shit, right?
Yep.
Versus the actual name.
Yeah.
I'm just so surprised. I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's probably what it's called. I've gone 30 years and not known what that stuff is called.
Yeah. I actually don't know what it's called, to be honest.
That is probably what it's called, though.
It's probably called fire suppressing foam.
It's probably called No More Fire.
No fire for you.
It's probably just called Cold.
It's called Fire Out.
Fire Be Gone.
Fire Be Gone.
I Expelliarmus.
Yep.
But to the fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's on fire.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know what happened. What are we talking about?
Don't know. I feel like we've gone so far that we probably just need to wrap this up at this point.
What? I don't even know how long we've been doing this.
We're a little under 2 hours, but we did
Mhm.
talk a lot of nonsense at the beginning, but I feel like we've gone so far off the rails.
Okay. Well, what if we
Mhm.
did one last one
Okay.
and we do a scenario and we just say like introvert versus extrovert in the same scenario
Okay.
just to see what it would be different.
Okay.
And do you have another scenario or because I kind of had an idea.
Okay. I don't really have one, so if you want to
Yeah.
use your idea,
I mean,
we'll
it might
probably be
involve some like fire, some,
no fire.
some stabbing.
No, no.
No, I was thinking like a family event,
Oh, okay, yeah,
right?
family event is
Like
good.
family gatherings over the holidays, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
when you have like everybody that's in that area get together, the big
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
Whether it's like a Christmas Eve, Christmas Day
Mm-hmm.
type
Mm-hmm.
of thing, New Year's, something just like where the whole family gets together and you have to see people that you rarely ever see or think about because they're like your second cousin twice removed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So we have an event like that.
Mm-hmm.
We have everybody, like every family member you can think of would
Mm-hmm.
be there, all gathered together.
Mm-hmm.
Even the ones you wish you were not related to.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's got to be at somebody's house,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like somebody's house or their back, not their backyard because we live in Canada, so there's
Mm-hmm.
just too much snow. You'd be up to
Yeah.
your neck in snow in your
Yeah.
backyard.
Exactly. You'll be drowning in snow.
You can't fit everybody in the igloo.
Yeah. No, we can't.
Unless you have a double-decker one.
Exactly. So you're at like probably like one of the rich aunt or uncle's house, you know?
Yeah. It would be at grandma's, but she got ran over by a reindeer last year.
Exactly.
Crazy.
I know. Crazy.
Great funeral service, though.
Yeah, it was pretty good. The reindeer
It
came
was
in.
popping.
The reindeer came in and paid his respects.
Yeah, he did give a whole speech about
Mhm.
how he's now sober
Yep.
and he's learned from his mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. He goes
He
around all the
won't fly
reindeers.
drunk anymore.
He goes around to the reindeer schools and gives speeches on the dangers of flying drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Drunk on the eggnog.
Yeah.
On that old nog,
On the nog, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what they call it in those circles.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so you're at like one of the rich people who have a big house. The ones that like don't have kids, because they wanted to be the cool aunt or uncle, so they don't have kids, so they have all this money at a big house and they don't mind
standards.
Yeah, yes, yeah. So they don't mind hosting. So like your parents are there, your other aunts and uncles are there, your cousins are there. Some of them you get along with, some of them you don't get along with because they're just brats. Like,
yeah. And like they've all brought their partners.
And their kids if they have kids.
Yeah.
So like it's a whole shebang.
Mm-hmm. So it's like a big thing. And because it's rich people houses, they definitely have a whole bunch of food that they didn't make themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Like they hired somebody specific to cater this.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's not dinner though. It's still like, it's like the party. Like there's a lot of like appetizer type of things.
Yeah.
And people milling around.
Yeah.
And there's definitely going to be family members that want to ask you about your relationship status.
Yes.
Likely your weight. Because they love that.
They do.
And why you're wearing that.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to ask about the chance and how far off you are from having children.
Uh-huh. And I ask you about your job or school.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to ask those things. And they're going to make lots of comments about your outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're wearing all black.
I don't know who would do that.
Yeah,
Crazy.
well, it's crazy.
If, God forbid, you wore a crop top.
Oh, or ripped jeans.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you buy them like that?
Hope you
put them in
didn't pay
yourself?
full price. Oh,
You better have got a discount.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of your
And then-
shirt? Oh,
Oh my God. If one of your tattoos is visible,
yeah.
comment.
You know that's permanent, right? Oh,
You got a little marker on you.
oh.
Hope you didn't pay for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So lots of things like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How does an extrovert navigate this situation?
So I do like a good family event because my family loves to get drunk. So it's a lot of watching everybody do dumb stuff, have dumb competitions and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. But in this scenario, it doesn't sound like it's that type of family. Which makes me sad.
No.
So
I picture it in the mansion from Ready or Not,
yeah.
but they're not trying to kill you.
No.
Just your soul.
They're trying to just emotionally kill me, but not physically,
Mhm.
but joke's
Yeah.
on them. I've been emotionally dead for a long time.
Yeah, they just want you dead on the inside.
I've been dead on the inside for a long time.
Yes. So
Love,
you're
what's
like
that?
a
Gross.
zombie among the zombies, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're just going to pass right by you.
Yeah. Like if like a Dementor was going to come to me, they'd be like, there's nothing there for me to take.
Yeah. It's like in Prince of Egypt, when they put the lamb's blood over the door,
Yeah. Yeah.
your house is just getting passed.
I don't even have
Like,
lamb's
on to the
blood. They're
next
just
one.
passing me.
They're just like, no one's home.
No one's home, guys.
Moving on.
But like, so, you kind of navigate. I've been seeing, I think what I would do, because I've been seeing a lot of these and I think it's a great idea, is anytime they made a comment, I would kind of just like, they'd be like, oh, are you sure you should be eating that extra plate of food? I'd be like, are you sure you should be wearing that fur coat? Just kind of,
Mm-hmm.
oh, are you still single? Do you still not know who your dad is?
You're using the patented Melanie method. I see.
Oh, when are you having kids? When are you going to meet yours?
Why don't yours talk to you?
Why don't your kids talk to you? You need to visit us more. You need to visit your kids.
You need to visit the nursing home.
Yeah. Do you still live with your parents? Does your husband live with his second family? Aha!
I love things when they're like, you're too old to do whatever. And you'd be like, well, you're too old to be alive, Sharon.
Too old to be alive. But yeah, I'd navigate it and kind of just like grin and bear. Obviously, I'm assuming I'm there with like Brandon at this point because we're together. So they're probably definitely asking us, oh, when are you guys having kids? When are you going to get married? Blah, 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 blah. And like, I'm just kind of like, I'd be like, yeah, we want to travel and like, it's none of your business would probably be my response. They'd be like, oh, when are you having kids? Oh, is that your business? No? Okay.
Are you could also, just suggestion, invite them to your next gynecology appointment. But not seriously, like don't give them actual details. No. But like be like, yeah, why don't you come with us? Yeah. Or like ask them about how you go about buying sperm on the black market.
So what's the best position to get pregnant in? Is it legs up in the air? Since you have so much experience with all the kids you have.
Or just ask like, so like, does the woman have to sit on the egg for 9 months, or does the man?
Male carries the baby, right?
But it's in his thigh, right?
Yeah,
That's where the men's uterus is, right?
is right.
Or like, preemptively plan for this and bring a printout of like um just like internal man thing, like a doctor's office thing of like, the muscles and stuff and the organs. Preemptively plan these types of questions. So you're gonna bring like a printout of like, and like big, make it big. So you have to like unfold it to make a big production of it. And make it like the stuff you see in the doctor's office of like, it's like the inside of a man, you can see the organs and like, but it's not labeled, and the muscles and all that stuff. Definitely medically looking thing, not like creepy or anything. Totally not creepy. And so you like pull it out and you like unravel it. So like when they're like, oh, when are you having kids? And you're like, oh my God, thank you so much, Aunt Susan. I just need to just ask you something first, right? Like pull this out, unfold it, very like involved, like, so it's very dramatic. And then ask her to point out where the men's uterus is. Because you and Brando have been wondering, because for when he gets pregnant, you want to know exactly. You're just really studying up on it because you're prepping.
Yeah.
And if they stay to finish that conversation, then you have bigger problems.
Yes.
Because they need to be locked up somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah. Because either they're me and they're going to pull out their own printout. And we're going to have the most unhinged conversation of your life. Or you should run.
Yes.
Yeah. But I really feel like having something ridiculous to answer with, whether you have props or not, you can do it on a budget, then I feel like you can stop a lot of these questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could even like they'd be like, oh, when are you having kids? You could be like, oh, do you want to join us the next time we fuck and watch us? So you can.
We're gonna try tonight in the
We're
bathroom.
gonna try tonight. You want to join us and watch to make sure we're doing it right? Because obviously, with your 5 kids running around, you know how to do it.
We'd actually like you to film it so that we can rewatch it like game tapes.
We want to take notes.
Yeah, we want to rewatch it like game tapes and see what we can do better next time.
Yeah, and we want play-by-play as well. Can you be our coach?
Yeah, and our regular coach isn't here tonight, so we really need you to step up.
Can you tell us how fast a stroke should be?
We'd also like you to hold a stopwatch and a radar gun for like the speed.
Fuck. Brando's a speed runner. He wants to see how fast he can do
it. And they're like, I thought that was a video game thing. Like, no, it's his entire life. Everything has to be fast.
He speed runs everything. You gotta go fast.
Watch him eat this sandwich. Here's a stopwatch.
Here's a stopwatch for how fast he's gonna eat this plate of cocktail shrimp.
The record is 4 seconds.
It's funny because one of our friends made that joke. They're like, "Is he gonna speed run sex with you?" Be like, how long was it? 5 seconds? Nah, I can go faster. Let's go again.
Next time I'm going for 4.
I'm going for 4 next time.
I shaved 0.2 of a second off. My secret, short thrusts. Quality over quantity. That's what I say,
Short,
babe. That's what I always
intense
say.
drive. I'm really jackhammering it, you know?
I've been practicing all week. I stretched, I swear.
I stretched, you know, I did my I practiced humping.
I just wallowed in lines. I just thrust my hips just to practice. You can really loosen everything up.
Probably
Work on
know
my technique.
if you ever listen to this, I love you. I'm sorry.
I really need to work on my form.
Oh, I'm like SpongeBob. Technique.
And I'm just as porous.
Oh my god.
But I have less holes.
Oh. Melanie, how are you handling this situation?
I mean, I'm probably saying some unhinged shit anyway.
Okay.
I can usually get through quite a few questions before this stuff comes out of my mouth.
Okay.
I don't usually prep and plan with diagrams and props and such.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish I did. I just do not have the executive function required to do such a thing. Though real life Melanie will be finding whatever pet they have, unless it has no fur, and then I'm not touching it.
Mm-hmm.
But if they got a cat, they got a dog. If they got a cat or a dog or both.
Or they have a cat dog.
If they have a cat dog. I'm going to find it and I'm going to pet it.
Mm-hmm.
And I will probably have brought something to do during this, because I've been dragged here by other family members for sure. So, if I have a good book, I probably have brought my headphones. Just to do something like that. Real life Melanie is a little boring with this stuff,
Yeah.
She doesn't go full spectacular. But I'm gonna go full spectacle here. So I'm gonna say some weird shit to people.
Okay.
Much like whether the man can sit on the egg too. I just picture like a penguin,
Yeah.
Because the male sits on the egg. I believe. I'm doubting myself now.
Yeah, I think the male sits on the egg and the female goes looking for food. That's the word.
Or more sex. I don't know.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah, so I really feel like, I won't have Brando there to be my hired actor for this, So I don't have the comedic duo going for me,
No.
Unless I bring Fernando.
No, you and Fernando broke up, so like you're going single. And people are asking you about that, like, oh, you and Fernando broke up, what happened?
Who's Fernando? And so then I just gaslight people into thinking he never existed, and that they're crazy. Because why are you, what? Who's that? So I might try that. I might also try different strategies with different people, because I get bored, and also I don't remember shit. So, I probably have forgotten what my story was. But, I probably am not going to be like, oh yeah, we broke up. It was all right. I'm going to say some weird shit. I'm going to make jokes out of it. I will probably bring up the drugs. But I'm more concerned with the Mariah Carey. That really was
that like the drugs. You were like, maybe we can work past this. Mariah Carey, nah, deal breaker.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, of the worst of what he
Mhm.
did. You know,
Mhm.
there's the drugs, there's the hooking up in the bathroom with his work husband.
Mhm.
They're not great,
Mhm.
but they're not deal breakers like Mariah Carey is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm probably going to tell somebody that I broke my vagina. Yeah, and I'm gonna have the awkward for them conversation about how Fernando broke my vagina.
Mhm.
But it was not with the sex. No.
Mhm.
No. He was too small for that. But it was the Mariah Carey.
It was indeed the Mariah Carey.
And I mean, what didn't have to be Fernando.
Mhm.
If they had just played it on
Mhm.
the speakers at a loud enough volume, it can break your vagina.
Yes.
And then when Aunt Susan does not believe me, and there is no Aunt Susan in real life, by the way.
Mhm.
I
Yes.
don't think I even know a Susan.
I do.
Oh, I do.
I know
We went
2.
to school with one.
Oh, I know 3 then, because we went to
I
school.
forgot. Also, my roommate in university was named Susan.
Yeah, she was. So we know 4.
And my babysitter as a kid was named Susan.
I don't know anybody named Susan except for my roommate at MUN, a girl we went to high school with, my babysitter.
The person at the grocery store this morning was named Susan.
Yeah. Susan from
Every judge
HR.
is technically named Susan. That's
Yeah.
just the name. You call
Yeah.
them. You don't say Your Honor. You say You're Susan.
You're Susan. Yeah.
You're Susan, and you just tip your fake fedora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of Milady, it's Ma Susan.
Susan. Yeah. So. I don't know what I was gonna say. I forgot what I said when I didn't know any Susan.
You say, well, Aunt Susan.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna gaslight. Apparently my go-to in every answer. I was gonna gaslight her into showing her a fake study, like a scientific study about how many people broke their vaginas listening to Mariah Carey. Because for sure they're gonna play it at this holiday party.
Oh, definitely.
Family party, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I really want her to be stressed out about it. Because she wanted to bring up my breakup and get real detailed, like ask all about it. So she has to suffer.
Yes.
And if I have to listen to Mariah Carey all night, she should have to suffer just as much as I am.
She should have to worry about her vagina.
Yeah, so she's got to worry that her vagina will break from music. Only the audio.
Yes.
Then, I feel like that's the same level as what's happening to me when I'm listening to that. But non-willingly. It's non-consensual Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm also gonna see what kind of food they have. And where there's the least amount of people, whatever room has the least amount of people, I will be in. Even if it's a restricted zone. Even if it's a no-go zone.
Even if it's a no-no zone.
Yeah, except if it's a basement, like a creepy basement, like go down the stairs and there's like a string pull type of light. Yeah, I'm not into that. I've seen too many horror movies. I'm not dying that way. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm trying to make everybody else suffer as much as I do.
I had another thought for a diagram.
Well.
I had another thought.
Oh, okay. What kind of diagram?
So you pull out a diagram and you have a circle that says my business and then one off to the side that says you. And you could be like, so this is my business and this is you. Can you see how you're not in my business? And that's how I'd like it.
Then you should also bring a ruler and ask her to measure the distance between her and your business.
Exactly.
So Susan, exactly how far is it? From you to my business? How far are you from my business?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
right now you're too close to my business.
You're too close to my business.
And by my business, I mean my vagina. That is broken from Mariah Carey.
Oh, mine's not broken from Mariah Carey because I don't listen to Mariah Carey.
I mean, if you've been to a mall, like you said, or a grocery store, or in public in the Christmas season, so after October 31st, you have heard it.
You know what's funny is I haven't heard it as much this year as I normally have.
But you should also check your vagina. So everybody book an appointment with your gynecologist to have your vagina checked. Because if you've been in public since November 1st, you may have your vagina broken. This is a PSA.
If you've been in public since November 1st, you too may be entitled to compensation.
Because as soon as they defrost Mariah Carey,
Yeah.
every year, vaginas just start breaking. It's an epidemic.
It's a vagina epidemic. Who is going to put out a notice?
I'm having a stroke. Epidemic.
Oh, I think we need to wrap it up because we're just too far gone into broken vaginas.
I put the vag in evangelized. That's what went through my head. It's so stupid. It's not even right. Vag, not vag.
The song Evangeline is about a vagina, not a girl, not an Acadian that was deported.
It was a vag that was deported by Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey doesn't have a vagina because she hurt herself. Heard, H-E-A-R-D, not hurt. Different. It doesn't work as much. I think I'm out.
Okay, listeners, if you want to
be out of ideas.
Hear more of this unhingedness, you can listen to our previous episodes. You can also follow us on our social media. I'm _Rachel VR_ on Instagram and TikTok. Some of my TikToks are unhinged, so like you can see it there. Mm-hmm. Melanie, where can they find
both
you?
Unhinged.
Yeah.
Most of what I do outside of my 9 to 5 is unhinged.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can find me at melanieflynnbooks.com. All my socials are there. Our podcast landing page with all our links, that's there. You can find links to purchase my book, The Toy Maker, which is a murder mystery thriller about a serial killer. And any updates to the writing will be there as well for upcoming books and such. And yeah, I get unhinged. Sometimes I don't sleep.
Yeah, what's sleep? But yeah, so this is going to be the second last episode of 2023, which like what? And then the next one will be the last one of 2023, and then we'll be back in 2024 with extra unhinged.
This is the penultimate episode.
It is
the 2023.
It is.
And that's a writer word.
And I know what that word means.
Second last.
Yeah. Anyways, bye.
Bye. Check your vaginas.